Right now at 6, the Blues are back at Bayfront this weekend. We're taking you live to the action. Plus, a controversial t-shirt is on sale in the Northland, the reason behind the message. And later, Minnesota veterans are reacting to the developing situation in Afghanistan as troops are set to come home.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Natalie Grant. Kristen is on assignment tonight. Thanks for joining us. Well, the Blues are back at Bayfront Park this weekend after the pandemic canceled last year's annual event. CBS3's Alexander Libby joins us live from Bayfront Festival Park and shows us how this year's Blue Fest will be both fun and safe. Alex, how's it going?
Natalie, there's a whole lot of people here at Bayfront Park, and earlier today I came and I talked to an organizer and a couple Blues fans who said that this 2-year wait since that last year's ones was canceled is just far too long. The Bayfront Blues Festival wasn't always as popular as it is today.
We started out as a free event and with one stage.
And now
it has become known as one of the top 20 blues festivals in the nation.
Cindy Parsons is the media director of the now very popular festival. She says she is so excited to see everyone back at Bayfront and says this year there are no COVID-related requirements, but precautions are being made.
We have washing stations, we have hand sanitizers, we've staggered the opening time so that not everyone's all in a bottleneck.
There is also no tent to help with airflow and plenty of open space for social distancing. Douglas Marsh, who has been coming to the festival for the last 10 years, is taking advantage of all the space Bayfront has to offer.
I'm glad we can be outside for this right now. I think if we all give each other a little space, we can have a great time.
Marsh says in all the years he's been coming, he has only seen the festival grow, and he says the great music is why.
This is some of the beauties that we get here at the Blues Fest, is you get to hear a lot of people that you have never heard before, and you go away a new fan.
Parsons says she expects this weekend to be one for the books.
They love coming for the music and for the venue because it's a beautiful place to watch music.
Parsons says she's not exactly sure how many people are coming out to the festival this weekend, and that's because a lot of the tickets are refunds from last year's canceled concert. But what she did tell me is that this weather that we're seeing tonight and the forecast for this weekend will make for big crowds. And Natalie, if you want to come to the festival, you still can come Saturday and Sunday. Natalie?
Definitely looks like a nice night to be out there by the big lake. Alexander Libby live for us from Bayfront tonight. Thanks, Alex. Well, over the past 2 weeks, COVID cases are up about 270% in Bayfield County, where only about half of the population is vaccinated. That's a big reason behind bringing COVID shots to the Bayfield County Fair today. Fair Director Mary Moffett says it's important to meet people where they're at when encouraging them to get vaccinated. She hopes this will help us all get back to normal.
Our hopes is just to keep getting people vaccinated so that we can get this thing under control and, try to get life back to normal, because we're still obviously wrestling with some of that.
The vaccine clinic at the Iron River Fairgrounds runs until about 8 o'clock tonight, but it will be back open tomorrow and Sunday. Now, if you get vaccinated at the fair, they will be refunding the cost of your admission. Some people will soon be able to get the third dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. The FDA has just approved the additional dose for certain Americans who are immunocompromised. That includes organ transplant recipients. Previous research shows fully vaccinated transplant recipients are much higher risk for breakthrough COVID infection and hospitalization.
There can be a discussion between a patient and their physician, and they can make a decision based on the existing data of whether getting a booster dose is beneficial for them and worth any of the risks for them.
The approval applies to both the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines. The additional dose should be taken at least 28 days after the second dose. Now, at this time, the FDA says other fully vaccinated people do not need a third shot. Dave joins us now for a quick look at that weather. Dave, we saw Alex out there. It looks like a beautiful day to be out by the big lake enjoying some blues music.
Yeah, high pressure and controls keeping the sky clear and the rain at bay, which isn't a perfect deal because we need a lot of it, and we won't get any probably this weekend. High temps today with the advent of a Canadian high pressure system came down and ran a range that many people would find very comfortable. 68, for example, high temp in Ely to 76 in Superior, and pretty much back and forth for a lot of the other towns. Tomorrow we do warm back up into the 80s, so folks who do like it warm get their share of the weekend as well. What we're looking at then is a sunny and dry weekend thanks to high pressure from Canada that initially cooled us down, but eventually will warm us up once again. It'll keep rain-making low-pressure systems at bay probably through Tuesday. Next rain chance may not be here until Wednesday. So the short-term forecast is telling us if you do want to check out the Bayfront Blues Fest, which is always a lot of fun, it'll be great weather tonight, Saturday, and probably Sunday too. So what we're looking at tonight is a clear sky with a low down towards 50. So if you haven't checked out the Perseid meteor showers yet, tonight should be the last night of the peak, and it should be great viewing. Then tomorrow with sunshine, great viewing of the Bayfront Blues Fest and all the other outdoor activities going on. High temp will top out around 80 degrees. By Sunday, we just might be even able to add on to that by a few degrees. I'll show you how many with the 7-day forecast in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. We're learning new details tonight about what led up to a drive-by shooting in Duluth earlier this week. 21-year-old Kiwan Dunn and 25-year-old Brianna Clark Johnson have been charged in connection to this shooting. Dunn faces several charges, including second-degree attempted murder. Clark Johnson was charged with aiding an offender. Now, according to court documents, the victim and his brother were walking in the area of 15th Avenue East and Superior Street on Tuesday morning. They were looking for a stolen motorcycle when they saw a car approach. The documents say the brothers saw Dunn pointing a gun out the window. He fired shots as they ran away. One of the brothers was hit. Now, according to those documents, the victim had a previous relationship with Clark Johnson. The shooting stemmed from an argument earlier that day. Now, according to court documents, there were several eyewitness accounts. The shooting was also caught on a security camera. At last check, the victim is in stable condition. A Wisconsin man is dead and a teenager is fighting for their life after a crash in Superior. According to police, the crash happened around 3 o'clock on Thursday afternoon near Ogden Avenue and Broadway Street. The 50-year-old man was from Polk County and was riding his motorcycle with a 15-year-old passenger when they were hit by a commercial cargo box truck. Officials say that the man died at the scene. The teen was taken to a local hospital in critical condition. The 32-year-old driver of that truck was cited for failing to yield the right-of-way. Now, as there is no word tonight on if that driver will be facing any more charges, the incident remains under investigation. Crews are still searching for a man missing in a northern Minnesota lake. According to the St. Louis County Sheriff's Office, a 21-year-old from the Twin Cities went canoeing Thursday with a friend. They were on Sand Lake, which is near Britt and not far from Virginia. Along with the worsening weather, waves started flooding their canoe. Officials say that the friend was able to swim to an island, but the other man is still missing. The St. Louis County Rescue Squad is continuing their search on the island and around the lake tonight. Neither of the men were wearing a life jacket at the time. A Cass County toddler died in what authorities called an accidental shooting early this morning. It happened just before 4 a.m. at a home in Bena. Cass County authorities say a 5-year-old accidentally shot a 3-year-old. The 3-year-old was taken to the hospital where she later died. Authorities didn't say what led up to the gunfire. An autopsy is pending. A Carleton County business is getting attention for the bold message that they're pushing. CBS3's Quinn Gorham spoke with the owner of that local bar about what they're speaking out against.
Rendezvous Sports Bar and Grill in Scanlon isn't shy about making their views known. Now it's the new t-shirt they're selling that's getting some attention.
You know, we don't want to get Fauci'd. We don't want to get shut down. We don't want to have to wear masks.
Ross Swanstrom, owner of the bar, says his Don't Fauci My Minnesota shirts are selling like crazy. In just 3 days, they've already sold more than 90.
The response has been overwhelming, and Business was great before, and it's even better now.
Swanstrom claims Dr. Anthony Fauci's and other national health experts' advice was a major reason behind mandates and restrictions on small businesses during the height of the pandemic. Many of those rules were implemented by governors across the nation. In Minnesota, bars and restaurants had to shut down for in-person dining for months. Swanstrom says that had a big impact on the industry, so he doesn't want to see it happen again as COVID cases are now rising across Minnesota. Minnesota's Department of Health says the best way to make sure it doesn't is to get vaccinated.
First and foremost, it's very important to get vaccinated as soon as possible. This is the single most important thing you can do to protect your family, yourself, and your community from COVID-19.
As another way to reduce the spread, the CDC recommends masks and social distancing in areas with increased transmission rates. That includes Carleton County, but Swanstrom just doesn't want to be told what to do, and he hopes these shirts will spread that message.
We're pro-vax. Go get a vax if you'd like. Wear a mask if you like. We don't want to be forced to do it. We don't want to be mandated.
It's important to note that Minnesota Governor Tim Walz has ended his emergency powers, meaning businesses cannot be shut down without state Senate approval. You can find the most up-to-date information on the current COVID guidelines on the CDC website. Essentia plans to bring a new pharmacy to Ely. The pharmacy and drive-thru will be open at the new Zoop's Food Market. No word yet on exactly when residents can expect it to open, but it should be ready to go by the end of this year. Still to come on live local CBS 3, as the Pentagon pushes for the August 31st withdrawal date in Afghanistan, one Minnesota vet shares his opinion on the unraveling situation.
Today's normal high temp is 77. We made it 74 today. Again, the leading edge of a high pressure system brought in cool Canadian air. But as early as tomorrow, it'll start to spin some southern air into the region, sending our temperatures up. And I'll talk about how high they'll go over the weekend in a few more minutes.
The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell. Weeknights on CBS.
Hungry for something hot and juicy?
Maybe.
Breaded by hand?
Sounds steamy.
Nestled between two toasted buns?
Toasty.
The new hand-breaded chicken sandwich. Buy one, get one for just $1. Only at Hardee's.
Feed your happy.
Culligan. Our water makes my skin and hair feel like I'm 90.
How do you feel about high-efficiency water softeners from Culligan Water?
What?
How do you feel about smoother skin and luxurious hair?
I feel very good about that.
That's the power of water.
We can help you at Ketamine North Infusion Center.
In public safety, we see things that sometimes you can't unsee. After these infusions, everything just kind of turned around and I was able to start enjoying things again.
To learn more, give us a call or visit us online.
Do you worry about going to the dentist? Well, relax. The Carefree dental card is now available in your area. Call the number on your screen and we'll send your actual card at no cost today. With the Carefree dental card, you go to the dentist whenever you need and you instantly pay a lot less. The Carefree dental card is just $15.95 a month. So call now and make going to the dentist carefree.
Call 1-800-945-8449 to receive your free Carefree dental card information kit.
The Royal Enfield Bullet was designed in 1955 and not updated until 2008. It takes an experienced hand to keep one running. I've ridden in the rain and the snow, but prefer not to. That's why motorcycles and meteorology go together so well. It also takes an experienced hand to make an accurate riding forecast. As our region's longest-serving meteorologist, I think I have the touch needed to get it right.
Watch Dave Anderson weeknights at 5, 6, and 10.
Go to the ends of the earth.
Very pleasant place to be.
I couldn't ask for anything more.
And reach for the stars.
Where's the ask? Oh, this is great.
Do you still love it?
I do.
But wait, there's more. Experience thought-provoking.
It was literally like Groundhog Day.
I do know what makes a good movie.
Innovative.
It's hard not to overflow.
And truly original reporting. Because there's always something new under the sun on CBS Sunday morning.
Hungry for something hot and juicy?
Maybe.
Breaded by hand?
Sounds steamy.
Nestled between two toasted buns?
Toasty.
The new hand-breaded chicken sandwich. Buy one, get one for just $1. Only at Hardee's.
Feed your happy.
Tonight on Love Island, let the party games begin.
3, 2, 1.
Hold on, girl. Hold my earring.
But it's not all fun and babes. There's cash on the line and And one player will have one tough decision.
You have the money. What are you going to do? Keep it or share it?
Fall in love with Love Island tonight at 9/8 Central or stream anytime on CBS. CBS News Sunday Morning with Jane Pauley on CBS.
The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell. Weeknights on CBS.
Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, you know, it's been a rather pleasant summer, as Minnesota climatologist pointed out yesterday. Because of the dry conditions, you know, that's not good. But for folks who don't like thunderstorms, it's really cut the number of them in half this year. So we've been sleeping a little bit more soundly. But the price we pay for the calm weather, of course, is the dry conditions bringing in bad fire problems. And so, yet again, facing near critical fire danger here this evening in Minnesota, and just plain high fire threats for Wisconsin and the UP. And with high pressure in control and no rain in sight until about Wednesday, the fire danger is going to stay high through the weekend. We do have to mind our proverbial P's and Q's all through the weekend and beyond before we can hope for a little relief from a little bit of rain later on next week. And of course, we talk about the odds of a precip payoff after we look at the current conditions from Duluth International Airport. 72 degrees there right now. Relative humidity, 35%, is awfully low, and of course, that's part of the problem. Westerly northwesterly wind at 12 miles per hour, again, is part of the problem as well. A westerly wind usually is a dry direction. Think how dry it is out west. That air coming our way, it's dry as well. And going at that velocity, that's a lot of dry air sucking moisture out of the vegetation. So that's part of the problem too. And part of the problem comes from the air pressure being high at 30.11 inches of mercury, which is keeping low pressure systems at bay all the way till middle parts of next week. Current temperatures. Now, on the other hand, that high pressure system came in from Canada, so it brought Canadian temperatures with it. And right now we're running 66 to 67 in the UP, and 70 to 74 in northwestern Wisconsin, and about 63 to 73 degrees for our friends in Minnesota. Low temps tonight likely will be in the 40s and 50s, but a warm-up is coming tomorrow. The backside of the high will change things up and start to bring in southerly winds, and that's a warm direction, of course. It'll get warmer into the 80s for most of the region here. Well, probably Saturday through Tuesday, and it'll be dry and sunny as well because of the persistent presence of that high-pressure system. And for rain, well, we're hoping that a low-pressure system slated to take shape on the backside of the Rockies here by Wednesday will come our way, bringing 30% rain chances into Thursday, maybe even bumping up towards 40% on Friday before the chance fades away. Now, let's take a look at the extended forecast here tonight, starting in Minnesota. Low temps, about 45 to 54. Clear sky. Clear sky over Wisconsin and Michigan as well, with low temps there, 45 to 48. Tomorrow's high temps in Wisconsin, Michigan with sunshine will run 78 to 82, the normal 77. So warmer than normal conditions return for the weekend. Minnesota should go from about 79 to 82. And with the extended forecast by Sunday, back into the mid-80s for 3 days, along with sunnier conditions. Rain chance, we need it. Could we get it? The chance begins Wednesday, and like I mentioned, could stick around through Friday.
All right, thanks, Dave. Just weeks before the planned U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan, the Taliban is making major ground, and the U.S. is airlifting embassy employees out. One Minnesota veteran says it's tough to watch the U.S. withdraw, but after so many years of unravel and the incredible sacrifices, he believes that now is the right time.
Basically blew my chest open. I lost my right arm below the elbow, which is my dominant arm. 72 or 82 stitches in my face, internal and external. Yeah, we did a lot of work, and there was a lot of, blood and treasure spilled over there.
The Pentagon says full U.S. combat troop withdrawal from Afghanistan is still on track to be completed by August 31st. Well, Alexis Bass is here with sports. What do we got going on today on this beautiful Friday?
A beautiful Friday. Nothing outside for us yet, but a Hermantown native is keeping his talents in the Great White North after signing a new contract. While the Duluth Huskies are outside and they are on the hunt, hoping to bring their talents to the playoffs. I will reel in sports next. Ba-dum-bum-bum. And then
up to 40% off Columbia and North Face summer clothing and sandals at Northwest Outlet.
CBS3 Live Cams, brought to you by KohlerChef.com, now featuring the Kohler Express Deal online buying solution. KohlerChef.com, a better way to buy.
Get something for nothing at Home Seasonal Concepts. When you spend $4.99, get 3 years special financing and pay nothing down, nothing for sales tax, and nothing for shipping on select outdoor furnishings. The Something for Nothing sale, now at Home Seasonal Concepts.
Call again. Our water makes my skin and hair feel like I'm 90.
How do you feel about high-efficiency water softeners from Culligan Water?
What?
How do you feel about smoother skin and luxurious hair?
I feel very good about that.
That's the power of water.
Your home improvement company has industry-leading materials and warranties on all of our window and bathroom products. We also certify all of our installers in our installation training center. Right now, we are offering 20% off all products and 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2023. Call us today or go online to book your appointment. If you want your project done right the first time, go with your home improvement company where it's your home made better.
Hi, I'm Jimmy J.J. Walker. If you're on Medicare, listen to this. I called the 1-800 number to see what extra Medicare benefits I could get. An actual person answered, looked up my zip code, and boom, I was offered extra benefits like dental coverage, including dentures, extractions, fillings, plus prescriptions, transportation, meals, and so much more, all at no additional cost. And then I asked about the benefit that adds money to my Social Security check. And get this, I'm entitled to an extra $100 a month. That's $1,200 a year added to my Social Security check. And I was like, dynamite. Call the 1-800 number on the screen and see what you may be entitled to. Call now. It's free.
Call 1-800-919-1340. That's 1-800-919-1340 now.
It's always a good day for a car wash at Miller Mall Car Wash. But just to be safe, watch Caitlin's Car Wash Forecast. Weekday mornings on CBS3 This Morning with meteorologist Caitlin Moffett. Sponsored by Miller Mall Car Wash. Only on live, local CBS3.
Mining. It's a part of Minnesota's history that affects everyone in the Northland still to this day. From environmental issues to economics and so much more. Join me, Kristen Bakke, every Tuesday for Eye on Mining, a fair and unbiased report that answers the tough questions surrounding the world of mining.
Eye on Mining with Kristen Bakke. Tuesdays at 10 only on live, local CBS3. Brought to you by Range Regional Airport.
Strong, enduring, and timeless. Stickley. Premium upholstery, leather, and solid wood furniture crafted for beauty and functionality. For a limited time, enjoy 40% savings on all Stickley during the Stickley End of Summer event, exclusively at Home Furniture.
Two seasons ago, Neil Pionk was traded from the New York Rangers to the Winnipeg Jets. Since then, the Hermantown native has become a significant member of the Jets' defensive core and helped them to the second round of the playoffs. Pionk earned himself a 4-year, $23.5 million contract earlier this week with the Jets. The 26-year-old led Jets defenseman with 32 points, 3 goals, and 29 assists in 54 games last season, and had 4 assists in 8 Stanley Cup playoff games. But he gives credit to those around him.
I give a lot of credit to, especially my teammates, the coaching staff for giving me the opportunity, but it makes the game easy when you have good teammates like I do. You know, it was my first time winning a playoff series in the NHL, so I know we came up a little short, but it was good and we learned a lot. It motivates us. Like, we know we're close, and we made a few trades this offseason that only makes our team better.
Pionk comes from a long line of Hermantown graduates that went on to play for the University of Minnesota Duluth, and it seems that list grows every year. He says it's a special track and credits to the unique hockey community he came from.
Well, it's a continued pipeline because, you know, if those guys look up to me, I looked up to guys like Chad Huddle and Adam Krause, so the pipeline just continues, and I think it's really healthy for the community. You know, it's all hockey all the time. And it's great. Everyone's supportive of each other. And like I said, it's not only that, but there's continued success there.
We couldn't fit them all on a graphic, but here are some notable players that went through the Hermantown to UMD pipeline. UMD currently has 3 former Hawks on the roster and 3 committed to play in a few years. Friday the 13th is recognized for being unlucky. However, the Duluth Huskies are on the hunt for a playoff ticket and need all the luck they can get. A win for Duluth tonight clinches their first Northwoods League playoff berth since 2018. They're hosting the Bismarck Larks over at Wade Stadium. Regardless of how they do tonight, a loss from the Eau Claire Express would also seal the deal for Duluth. The Larks have given the Huskies trouble this summer, though. Duluth is just 1-6 against them. First pitch is set for 6:35 at Wade Stadium. In the big leagues tonight, the Brewers are just underway against the Pirates, going for their 5th straight win, while the Twins are hosting the Rays coming up in just a few minutes. Wednesday was a historic outing for Brewers ace Corbin Burnes. Not only did he finish with 15 strikeouts and no walks, 10 of those strikeouts were straight punchouts, which would tie him with Tom Seaver and Aaron Nolan. He has a result in the Baseball Hall of Fame, requested his hat to be displayed in Cooperstown for his historic performance. And Natalie, speaking of a historic performance, yesterday was the Field of Dreams game, which was absolutely beautiful and crazy. I'm not sure if you were watching.
Yeah.
But Fun Fact Friday, the 16th most watched Major League Baseball game among any network in, or sorry, not the 16th, in 16 years. The most watched baseball.
It was certainly a production when they had the people coming out of the corn, and I saw the clips all over Twitter. It was definitely the talk of the town.
Yes, I was hoping I could be, teleport on over there real fast.
Yeah.
It was just, I mean, put me in the cornfield, sure. It's a baseball game. I'll be on the corn for anything.
We'll get you there next time. All right, thanks, Alexis. Well, tonight on the CBS3 News at 10, census results are filing in across the country. Here in Duluth, the city saw a small amount of growth. Tonight, we'll hear from Duluthians who say the growth is a step in the right direction. But as Duluth grows, so does the need for housing and more workers. Well, before we go, a hairstylist. Recent work has brought her some viral fame. This dreadlock rockin' dog in Michigan is doing more than just donning a dope do. She's bringing her talented stylist along for the ride of her viral fame. If you spot Miss Eva and her twisted top on a walk, shout out, "Who are you wearing?" The answer is likely Locks by Lila. The dreads are hand-twisted by Elia Johnson in the Detroit area, and she's a loctician. She says that she's been twisting up clients with quality and care for years. But since her stellar work on Miss Eva went viral, her business has boomed. Johnson hopes to one day open her own salon, service to clients and canines side by side. That is some impressive work there. Definitely a great do on that dog.
She's got better hair than me. Oh,
I
my
know,
goodness.
right? Exactly. Well, Dave, how is the rest of the night looking for us?
Oh, really not too bad. No action going on, no storms, no clouds either. So, again, tonight the Perseid meteor shower should be out there. Should be perfect viewing with a clear sky. And that clear sky turns into a sunny sky for Saturday and for Sunday. If temperatures were cooler than normal today, though, they return to warmer than normal levels for the weekend, 80 to 85 both Saturday and Sunday. Stays similarly warm and sunny through Monday, but Tuesday starts to cloud up, and that leads to our next rain chance, which may hold off all the way till next Wednesday.
All right, thanks, Dave. Well, that's your CBS3 News at 6. We'll see you right back here tonight at 10.